for Charlotte to attend the funeral of Billy Graham. This week, Graham became only the fourth private citizen to lie in honor at the U.S. Capitol. Our next guest introduced the legislation to make that happen, North Carolina Congressman and former pastor Mark Walker. Congressman, good to see you this morning.
Thanks, Rick. Good to be with you.
The Reverend Graham was no stranger to Washington. He was an advisor to 12 consecutive presidents, from Harry Truman to Barack Obama. So I'm guessing you didn't see much resistance in granting him this privilege to lie in honor.
There was zero pushback, and rightfully so. And even the members that gathered to view his body lying in honor just 2 days ago was a compilation of both Republicans and Democrats showing their appreciation for this great North Carolinian and this great American.
Congressman, we see the corner of a tent behind you. The Reverend was famous for preaching in circus tents. They came to be called his canvas cathedral. So I guess it's fitting today that the event is in a massive tent there.
It is fitting. We've got 2,000 people that are gathering as we speak. Military officials, Cardinal Dolan, we've got celebrities here, ministers and pastors. But I was just thinking, if you combined all of us together, I don't know that we could even begin to scratch the surface on the amount of lives and people that the Reverend Billy Graham impacted over his great career.
Well, you said, Congressman, that he was a premier example of how faith, hope, and love can transcend political parties, backgrounds, cultures, and affiliations. An important message, obviously, in these fractured times.
It is. He was one of those rare individuals that did not shy away from his faith in Jesus Christ, but there was a humility and a dignity about him, maybe even an authenticity that was able to permeate the partisanship. This political arena didn't just arrive in the last few years. It's been around for a few decades, but somehow the great Billy Graham was able to do that, whether it was ministering in the personal side of George W. Bush or Bill Clinton. He had something about him that was unique, that was a giftedness, and reminded us that God doesn't call us anywhere that we're not supposed to be a light to the world and a light for Jesus Christ.
What's the feeling there this morning, Congressman?
It is not one of, there's no summer feeling here. It's a little windy, but other than that, it's a great day of celebration. You can feel the excitement. There's really a volume even coming from the tent now of people being reacquainted that hasn't seen each other for years. But I will tell you that this will today, in just an hour or so, will be a great celebration of a life that impacted, arguably the greatest impactful life of the 20th century, spanning many, many decades there. Not just the political arena, not just our country, but across the world.